week felt deeper than deep, then I changed the way I move, changed the way I plan, turned stress into strategy, finally took a stand. Now the business looking clean, money coming through, everybody asking who helped me break through. That tax guru got me thinking bigger now. That tax guru ain't no looking down.
Welcome back to another That Tax Guru Tax Crime Story. I'm Tyrone Taylor, enrolled agent, bringing you another real tax crime case. Join me every weekday, Monday through Friday, as I discuss notorious tax crimes you may have never heard of. Follow and share if you like these stories. Case file 005, the business owner who told the IRS he was broke while prosecutors said he had millions. Today's case isn't about offshore accounts or some complicated international tax scheme. It's about something much simpler. What happens when someone tells the IRS they can't afford to pay, but prosecutors say they are sitting on millions of dollars they never disclose? Let's talk about the case of John Kungu. If you owe the IRS money, you absolutely have options. You may qualify for an installment agreement or currently not collectible status. You might even qualify for an offer in compromise. But every one of those programs has something in common. You have to tell the truth about your finances. According to the Department of Justice, that's where this case went off the rails. John Kungu was the owner of Advanced Nursing Care in Delaware. According to court documents, between 2018 and 2021, he owed approximately $1.2 million in federal taxes. During IRS collection proceedings, prosecutors said he submitted sworn financial statements claiming he just couldn't afford to pay. Now here's where this story gets everyone's attention. According to the DOJ, while claiming financial hardship, he allegedly had access to more than $5.1 million in undisclosed bank accounts. The government also said he offered to settle his approximately $1.2 million in tax debt for just $35,000, claiming he would need to borrow the money, even though prosecutors allege he controlled those undisclosed funds. That's an important distinction. The government didn't say he owed $5.1 million in taxes. The allegation was that those bank accounts were not disclosed during the IRS collection process. The DOJ also alleged another problem. From 2018 through 2020, prosecutors said personal expenses and payments to himself were treated as deductible business expenses on both corporate and individual tax returns. That reduced his taxable income. The government also said he intentionally withheld financial records from his tax preparer and bookkeeper, preventing accurate returns from being prepared. Here's something people need to understand. If someone intentionally leaves out records or hides financial information, the government will not provide you with a positive outcome on your tax issues. The DOJ hasn't publicly explained exactly how the investigation started. What they have said is that the IRS Criminal Investigations Department handled the investigation. The government's case relied heavily on financial records and sworn statements submitted during IRS collection proceedings. According to prosecutors, the claimed inability to pay simply didn't match the financial records they reviewed. On May 12, 2026, Chief U.S. District Judge Colm F. Connolly sentenced John Kungu to 18 months in federal prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $75,000 fine. The court also ordered that he pay restitution of almost $1.2 million to the IRS. According to the DOJ, that restitution was later paid along with applicable interest and penalties. This wasn't just about filing a false return. This case also involved what prosecutors said were false sworn financial disclosure during the IRS collection process. People sometimes think the collection process is just paperwork. It's not. When you ask the IRS for payment relief, whether that's an installment agreement, an offer in compromise, or another collection option, you are expected to provide complete and truthful financial information. As an enrolled agent, one of the things I do is represent taxpayers before the IRS during these collection matters. That means helping clients prepare accurate financial disclosure and making sure they're requesting relief that they're actually eligible for, not trying to hide assets or income. Most people watching this will never face criminal tax charges, but plenty of people will someday need help dealing with IRS collection. If you ever request payment relief, remember this. The IRS has asked you to disclose your financial situation because they're deciding what type of relief you qualify for. Leaving out assets or providing false information can turn a tax collection problem into something much more serious. If you enjoy learning how If you enjoy learning how real tax cases can help you avoid expensive mistakes, be sure to follow the page, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next tax crime story. Real tax crimes, real court cases, real lessons. That Tax Guru Tax Crime Story.
Every single week felt deeper than deep. Then I changed the way I move, changed the way I plan. Turned stress into strategy, finally took a stand. Now the business looking clean, money coming through. Everybody asking who helped me break through. That tax guru got me thinking bigger now. That tax guru ain't no looking down. Yeah. From the chaos to the confidence, from surviving to accomplishments. Now the whole team leveling up. Yeah, we built this from the ground up. I stopped running from the problem, started building real options. Now I walk in like I